Anybody find me somebody to love. Welcome to The Heart of Markness, episode 28. Can you believe it? I believe. It can't be. Can it be? No. 19. Yes, it can. 19 episodes in 19 weeks. This has now become a weekly thing, and I haven't let you down yet. Nor will I. Now, the question I'm asking is, why is this recording starting at 15 minutes instead of 0? I don't know. It didn't record over anything else, and I can chop it and put it at the front later. Making podcasts is like making sausage. You don't want to see how it's done. You just want the end result. To paraphrase Bismarck. Okay, episode 28. Guten Morgen. And we are going to continue with the Europe 73 tour, because last week we played Dazed and Confused, and the response to it was overwhelmingly positive. I got many messages on many meteor, saying, yay, this is great. A lot of them were like, I don't know why you didn't want to play Dazed and Confused, dude. It's a Led Zeppelin podcast, and, Dazed and Confused. And it was awesome, and everybody enjoyed it, so yay. So, keeping with the vibe, we're going to continue with Europe 73. And I actually deleted every song that I had already listened to closely tonight in preparation of the podcast and replaced it with other songs on the wing because I just skimmed through them like, oh, that one's way better. So originally I was going to play Since I've Been Loving You from Offenbach or Offenberg. Shit, I never look. Anyways, somewhere in Germany that starts with Offen or Offen or Dürfen. Very, very good. But then I listened to the Vienna version and I liked it better. Or maybe the sound better. I mean, it's really grading. It's like grading Olympic gymnasts. It's like, this one's a 9.9997 and this one's a 9.9998 in my subjective judgment. So therefore, it's better. But it's the Europe 73 tour is just amazing and really intense and aggressive. So what I did was I deleted the Offenberg one. And I replaced it with Vienna, Since I've Been Loving You. And I did the same thing with the Essen Whole Lotta Love, which is crazy intense, and replaced it with Vienna, which is also crazy intense, but seems to be a little more cohesive, and just a little bit with Bonzo, a little bit, I don't know, I like it better. Maybe it's all just a matter of it sounds better to my ears and the sound is more balanced. Whatever, you won't be disappointed. The other side to that is being Led Zeppelin and it being Whole Lotta Love. That song itself is like 23 minutes long. More because there's some stuff afterwards. It's a 29-minute long track, but a lot of it's just Robert at the end talking. We can get rid of that because this isn't a Robert Plant podcast. I am including it because even though it's a long song, because A, you guys don't seem to mind long songs. The only person that bitches about them is moi. And B, it's really great. And although I've already played a 35-minute Whole Lotta Love from Osaka in 71, this is a different animal. Yes, it's Whole Lotta Love. But again, it's the Whole Lotta Love sandwich, like I mentioned last week. It's da-na-na-na-na, and then 20 minutes of rock and roll medleys, blues medleys, I Can't Quit You, Baby, the 50s medleys, that like Let's Have a Party, and Baby You're So Square, I Don't Care. And, it's muddled in my brain. I think they do Everybody Needs Somebody to Love, but that may be on one of the other ones I listen to. In any case, you will not be disappointed. And the version, the arrangement of I Can't Quit You, Baby from this tour is, first of all, it's in the middle of A Whole Lotta Love, which is something new. It's slower. It has more of an old blues feel. It gets super crazy intense. Bonzo really pushes it, and to some points, for a few bars, he's playing like Metallica, like just with the bass, but it's one fucking drum and one foot doing it. It's amazing. Another thing to listen to is that Jimmy Page is perfect on this tour. Everything he goes for is perfect. I mean, there's one bum note that I heard in Whole Lotta Love. Maybe it was Sibley. Anyways, it's one bum note that just happened because he was switching from one style to another, like from the soft to the super fast and hard. And who cares? He hits everything he's going for here. I mean, a lot of the time, and the magic of Jimmy is you can tell what he's going for. And what he's going for is so beautiful that even if he doesn't get there, if he can sketch it clear enough so that you can identify it, it's still beautiful and it still works. And it's also all off the cuff. It's all improvised, and it's just a flurry of inspiration. It's talent plus inspiration plus practice, because he was a session musician and he came out of it with like a black belt in guitar from playing every kind of music, 8 million songs in his head, and Jonesy's, which is why they can go into these medleys so easily. So you hear Jimmy's stuff, and the little filigrees and the little licks and the things he does have an added dimension. I don't know how many of you boomers and Generation Xers, which makes up the majority of my audience, are into PC gaming. But if you game on a PC and you have your video card, you can set the graphics. You know, if you have an older card and you're playing a newer game, you have to turn the graphics down in order for it to play smoothly. Even though the game plays the same and it's the same game, you miss out on some of the finer details. Jimmy in Europe 73 is playing on Ultra with RTX on. It's the highest res Jimmy that you're ever going to hear. He's nailing everything, and the things that he nails, there are little filigrees that he throws in on top of that you never hear anything else. He's just that much better. Just one little click, you know, he turns it up to 11. Jimmy's at 11 on this tour, and you will hear it. And if you're a guitar player, you will love it. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. I'm sorry, guys. I felt that building. Yeah, I think that's the best analogy I can come up with for his playing, is he's playing on ultra graphics, like the absolute best it can be. And if you're playing a game like something, I'm old, so my games are old. Let's say like, Red Dead Redemption 2. That's a brand new one, actually. Playing it on the PS4 or the Xbox One, unbelievably gorgeous, unbelievably detailed, super, super detailed stuff, like your tracks in the snow as you walk, or even like when it gets cold, the balls on your horse retract. Little things like that most people wouldn't even notice and doesn't contribute to gameplay, but makes the game better and just more immersive. Okay, that's Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to be available on the PC, or maybe it already is by the time you're listening to this. So PC's a good gaming rig, a top-notch gaming rig, is a zillion times stronger than an Xbox One S. It can just do so much more. So you crank the graphics up higher, and there's even more individual hairs on the mane of your horse, and just crazy stuff like that. This is Jimmy in 73, in Europe 73. And even though the song remains the same, is just filmed like 4 months later. They're a little more tired. Plus, they're partied out because they went to America and they partied. Not that they didn't party in Germany, and they even mention it with groupies and things like that. But they don't party. I can't imagine them partying in West Germany at that time. Harder than they're going to party in, Los Angeles, California in the 70s. So they're sharper. They're a little tighter. They're just a little more perfect. So now I've been talking for 1,000,000 years on our 1,000,000-year long podcast, so let's just shut the fuck up, Mark, and let's listen to a Whole Lotta Love. Enjoy it. Any caveats? No, this is the Winston remaster of Vienna, the same source that you heard Dazed and Confused of last week. So dig it, guys. It's pretty awesome. Thanks. Hold it, hold it, hold it. I'm not going to play the 29-minute song before I play the 8-minute song or 11-minute song or however, 9 minutes. So I can't play Since I've Been Loving You after I beat you with Whole Lotta Love for half an hour. That's just, you don't finish with foreplay. So, all right, we're going to do Since I've Been Loving You first. And it's, it's the same arrangement as the song remains the same. And it's similar in structure, so it's not like they're bringing more to the party, but it's just an amazingly tight, high musical level performance. And I mean, you're not going to hear Jimmy play better. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Since I've Been Loving You, March 16th, 1973, Vienna, Austria.
Only for 5 minutes.
See? And that's why I played it for you. It was fucking amazing. And, it's like shooting fish in a barrel trying to find good songs from this tour. And, but I love the Winston remaster. I love Winston's remasters in general. He's excellent at his craft. And he did a great job with this. It sounds great. So I played it. And hopefully you liked it. All right. Since none of us are getting any younger, let's boogie on into a Whole Lotta Love. 20 minutes, 23 minutes, 24 minutes. It's a 29-minute track. I'm going to chop the Robert talk off like I did with Since I've Been Loving You, because it's charming, but you don't want to hear Robert spend 5 minutes talking about the next song they're going to play and go, okay, ladies and gentlemen, Dancing Dazed, and then have me come back. No. You don't need to hear it. You don't need to hear it. I control what you hear. Me. Oh, the power. Okay. Whole Lotta Love. Again, it's a music sandwich. It's an Oreo. The Oreo cookie parts are Whole Lotta Love, and the double stuff creamy center is the 20 minutes of not Whole Lotta Love that comprise this song. So enjoy it, dig it, listen to it, and if you're a musician or if you're musically inclined, listen to Jimmy's playing and see if I hit with my video card analogy, that he's just a little bit more high res. He's in HD. He's in 4K video instead of 1080p, and it's magnificent. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And I'll see you in a half hour or so. See ya.
I was One night I was laying down. I heard mama and papa talking. Oh, Lord, I hear them say, you got to let that boy boogie. I've been boogieing for a long time. Oh, boogie till boogie. Boogie till boogie. Boogie till boogie. Boogie till boogie. Oh, come on, boogie. Slide. Some people like to roll, but moving and a grooving gonna satisfy my soul. Let's have a party. Let's have a party. Saying you slow, let's rock some more. Let's have a party tonight. Never kiss the bed, I never kiss the goo, but I can shake a chicken in the middle of the room. woman. Everybody say, woman. Way down inside, you need it. That's right. I got dope. Shake for me, girl. I want you back, go back. Oh, yeah. Keep it cool, baby. Keep it cool, baby. Keep it cool, baby, 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 baby. Ooh, that's right. Thank you very much and good night.
Brutal. Wasn't it brutal? Almost too hard, almost too heavy in ways. But just unrelenting force. Fury, like a hurricane or a cyclone or God, some force of nature that you just have to respect, like a volcano erupting. Just amazing. Love it, love it, love it. Hope you do too. If you don't, next week will be better. One thing I noticed while listening to the Whole Lotta Loves, plural, from this tour, and in general, it had the feeling of it had the feeling and intensity of the early 1969 shows in a way to me. That kind of almost going off the rails in intensity, especially Bonzo, but not because they're 3 years, 4 years further down the road, and they're just locked in tight. But they have that kind of just open the throttle all the way, just floor it and go, and lose a little bit of finesse here and there from the speed and taking corners like that. You know, you lose some of the elegance, but the force is unbelievable, and the skill it takes to perform at that level, at that intensity, is just off the rails. I really hope you enjoyed it. It does remind me a lot of the As Long as I Have You jams from the April 69, and some of the stuff from the January 69 on the previous podcast we did. Not so much performance wise, but more vibe wise and spirit wise. It's hard to say. It felt like listening to a better version of that, a better quality recording of those shows, and on a Les Paul and not a Telecaster. So there we are. Vienna 73. Okay, we are done with, at least for now, with the Europe 73 tour. Cool thing about this is, once I start running dry of ideas, I can always circle back to previous shows and just play other songs. Go, hey, you fuckers want to hear Dancing Dazed? Here you go. I also want to do an episode with the one-off songs and the very rarely played songs, like Friends and Four Sticks and Gallows Pole and When the Levee Breaks and the Wanton Song. the issue is they're not available in excellent recordings. I'll look into it and see what I can put together. And again, that's for another day, but I'm just spitballing that. I don't know what next week will be. I would love to have it be the John Paul Jones episode. I've started to gather information about that, but that's going to be more of a documentary style podcast, like the early ones were. The ones where it's like Jimmy Page in March of 1984. Jimmy Page did this. Those are great. I miss those, but they take a lot of time to get right because I don't spitball those like I do here. I don't get the venues wrong like I did with the Winterland show, or the not even the Winterland, the Whiskey A Go Go show, calling it the Fillmore because I'm a goddamn genius. I want to do John Paul Jones right, and I want to cram as much information I can into the episode. So that takes time. These are fun. I obviously kind of wing it. I mean, I look up information and I keep my Louis Ray book with me now, so I don't make screw ups like I did before. But all right, we're up 50 minutes in. I'm probably boring the shit out of you now, so let's wrap it up with the social media hoedown. I am on Twitter, Heart of Markness. Follow me, be my friend. I'll be your friend. We'll be friends. Facebook, since you're old, like me, probably, at least according to my analytics, you're all old. It's okay, I'm old too. You're on Facebook, so join the Facebook group. My website, heartofmarkness.com, and I just this moment realized I don't think I posted last week's episode. Sorry guys, I'm a dick. I'll get that up as soon as possible, as well as this show in its entirety for free download. The Winston remaster of March 16th, Vienna. Mwah! So good. Yeah, so follow me. I have been thinking about the Patreon idea since I mentioned it, because the spirit of greed is growing in my bosom, corrupting me and turning me evil. And but I was thinking of, the model that the other podcasts that I follow do is to provide additional content so nobody misses out on anything. But, maybe I'll have a tier of subscription like $5 a month or something, nothing crazy, where I'll have an extra episode a month, or maybe 2 extra episodes a month, or an in-depth thing, or, something to make it worth it, not just like, dude, I love Led Zeppelin, here's $5, which is also great. No complaints there. But rather than, rattling a tip jar, I can offer something and at least keep my dignity. So that'll probably pop up at some point, but there'll be other stuff too. I'm also looking into, you know what I need to do? I need to find a graphic designer or somebody who knows Photoshop and can do Led Zeppelin stuff, just to make me a new banner for my podcast page and a new banner for my website, and something other than, or maybe supplementary to the Microsoft Paint picture I drew of myself with my mouse in like 2010, which is what I'm using now. God, maybe it's older than that, because I used to have a blog called Udopia, YOUDOP, I don't know, Utopia. .com. And it was a blog. It had Led Zeppelin stuff, it had Jimmy Page stuff, but it also had like, hey, this is the coolest shit ever, this is the funniest shit ever. And it did okay. I'm sorry guys, tickle in my throat, I apologize. And I had a t-shirt, and that logo is from the t-shirt I had. And I just threw it up there when I did the blog back in 2017 because I just did it. And now it's just kind of funny, so I may keep it. But I do want to expand into things like that. So I do want to up my game and have some sort of logo for Twitter, and maybe a t-shirt or some kind of shit, a mug. You guys drink coffee, don't you? Decaf? Because you're old like me. There it is. That's how you win over your audience. Berate them. So, I don't know. Now I'm just spitballing and pissing away more time because, hey, what's an hour? All right. I love you guys. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for the feedback. As you can tell, I take it under consideration. Sorry to the guy that wanted the Stairway retrospective, but it is a bug in my ear, and I will have to get to Stairway eventually. So, you will probably get your episode one way or the other. Hey, maybe it'll be a supplementary Patreon art episode. Something I can just, sink my teeth into. All right. Thanks, guys. I'm going to be doing more with this podcast now that I know you guys are listening, and I know that I can do this week by week. So, as Jimmy says, ever onward. Thank you for listening. I hope you guys have a wonderful everything. Bye-bye.